please. This should be interesting. I'm just gonna close the front door in case they come back with the machine.
Hey, Raph. Hey, I'm here late. She wants to talk to you. Okay. I'm gonna give her the phone, okay?
Could you put it on speaker so I don't have to put it next to my face? I'm sorry,
You're okay.
I'm weird with phones in my head. Hey, Raph, how you doing?
Hey,
Thanks.
not too bad. Living the dream. And yourself?
Good, good. Got a couple of questions for you about my invoices.
Yes.
Okay. The hermit crabs. When you were here that day, you told me you were bringing me 10, but you charged me for 30. So could we fix that before I pay that bill?
Okay, let me see here. So we charged you for 30, but we only brought you 10?
Correct.
What? That's...
You even told me, you said, I brought you 10, which, first of all, I don't like the fact that you just bring stuff and then expect me to pay for it, but
Okay.
that's just one aside from that. But, yes, you did tell me, hey,
That's fine.
you did tell me you brought me 10, but then you billed me for 30 of them. And then another question, what's your upcharge on, if you bring me a heater or a skimmer or a pump or whatever, what's your upcharge on that?
So there's no upcharge as long as we're within our 3-hour time frame, 2.5, 3 hour time frame.
Okay, because I have a question about the heater. It comes from Petco and it sells for $34. I mean, not Petco, from Chewy. And it sells for $34, but you charge me $54. That's a 59% upcharge. Then the ICX is $15. You charge me $25. That's a 73% upcharge. Then and also you quoted me $5.50 a pound on the rock, and you charged me 10 1/4. So that's why those.
Same brand of everything?
Correct. That particular model is only sold by Chewy, and it's sold for around $34. That's true because I Googled that particular model and only Chewy sells it.
Then how do I get it then? I don't buy from Chewy.
But you didn't have it, John had it in his car. I don't know where he got it from.
He got it from me. Where else do you think we got it from?
I have no idea, but when I Googled that model that you brought me, only Chewy sells it, and they sell it for $34.
Which model is it? I'm trying to remember here.
It's the Aqua Platinum 250 heater. And if you Google it, only Chewy sells it. Because if you look, nobody sells a product called Platinum Heater except for Chewy.
Let me tell you, this is where I get I don't just pull these prices out of my butt. I buy them from my wholesaler, and my wholesaler has an MSRP, what we're supposed to sell it for.
Right, but if you're buying it wholesale, then it should be even cheaper than what I could get it on Chewy.
Yeah, exactly. That's
right,
insane.
So that means you charge me more than 59% upcharge. That's just the 59% from what I can buy it for. Just like the ICX, you charge me $25 when I paid $15. Well, it ranges between $13 and $16. So just for the sake of shits and giggles, I use $15. And you charge me $25. That's an upcharge of 73%. So if your guy's charging you,
we're not upcharging you.
But if your guy's charging you 25%, you're getting ripped off. Now,
I'm looking up here to see exactly what I paid for that. Let's see here, because there's two suppliers that I buy. One in California, and then one is in Tampa that I buy my dry products from, including the heaters. And as far as the as far as the box, if you see, there's a quantity of 2. So there's 2 boxes. It was $5.50 a pound per box, but there's 2 boxes.
Right, and if you take 410 and divide it by 80 pounds or 40 pounds, it comes to 10 and a quarter a pound, not 5.50 what you quoted me. But that's also, I have some good news there. I don't need it because my Aptasia is almost gone. It's almost eradicated. So I don't need that, so you're going to have to take that off the bill anyway. I just wanted to ask you about the upcharges.
Okay.
And then as far as the hermit crabs, you did bring me 10. I have it on video where you said you brought me 10 and you charged me for 30. So I will pay those bills once you make the change. I'm not gonna pay for 30 crabs when I didn't get 20 of them.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't know why. Okay, that's fine.
And I'm not gonna pay for rock I'm not using either.
Yeah, we'll have to take that through. I can't return them. I'm just gonna have to hold them. That's fine.
Okay. Now, and also one more question. Methylene blue. You said
Yes.
that's an ICX, right?
That's one of the ingredients.
Okay, because it's not on the not listed, and methylene blue is for fungal and bacterial diseases. Why would they put it in a treatment for parasites?
Because it's called a broad spectrum antibiotic.
Okay, because when I looked at the ingredients, there's malachite green, which is an antifungal for parasite infections, and it is a parasite. So you weren't truthful with me when you said methylene blue, is it? Because they don't list it as an ingredient.
And then you know what? Methylene blue and malachite green, those are, yes, I did mean malachite green because we use both products. That's
Right, but I have you saying twice that it was methylene blue.
Well,
But why would they use that in a product for parasites when that's for fungal and bacterial? So I'm just confused, because your knowledge is confusing the heck out of me. Because you tell me you're the ick expert, yet you don't even know when you're looking at the bottle, you're saying methylene blue, but there's no methylene blue in the ingredients listed. There's malachite green.
Again, I misspoke. Malachite green in the trade, malachite green and methylene blue, they're used interchangeably.
No, they're not, because one is for fungal and bacterial, one is for parasites.
Okay, then I have no idea what I'm doing, Amy. This is what I've been doing for so many years.
Well, that's why you're getting fired today, because you're not dosing my tanks, you're not cleaning things properly. So today is your last day here. So it's really a moot point, but if you don't fix those 2 invoices, I'm not paying them.
Amy, I said I'm fixing them,
Okay.
not a problem.
All right.
I'm just trying to see here what's, let me see here. Because you're right, if they're charging me, I'm looking at my price here, I pay $27.97 for those heaters. So.
Right, and you charged me $54.
Right, because
So that means your upcharge was almost 70% or more. And then you upcharged me 73% on the ICX. So if you're charging me what you're paying, you're lying to me.
I'm not.
You just said you paid $27 for a heater, you charged me $54 for. You're almost making double the money.
Amy, I'm not trying to scam you at all. I hope you don't think that.
I have no other way to think about it because there's so many problems. Going down to the rock, the heater, the ICX, what you're telling me about ICX.
What if we just do this? What if we just do a service only, any other products, dry goods, fish, whatever?
Well, see, that's the thing too. I just had an RODI system installed, so I don't even need you for water changes anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm really sad to see you go. I believe that, overall the aquariums were doing up and up.
No, hon. I'll be honest with you, they've never looked so bad. And you've had a year to work on them. And they've turned to shit. Excuse my language, but that's basically what's happened. Is my tanks are loaded with Aptasia. Well, there's no Aptasia now. You could ask John, he's looked at the tank. There's no
So
reason,
that's-
you lied to me that the only way to fix it is to change the rock. Every time you make me a promise, you're bringing me something, you don't bring it, and then you bring me things I didn't ask for and charge me for it. So, no, you haven't been doing a great job.
And that's not true. We had spoke. Not all of it's true. You're not 100% correct on this.
You're possibly right about that, but I am the client, right?
Right, and that's
And,
why
and
I'm
I
trying
asked
to
you,
make it.
I asked you when you first started to dose my tanks. When was the last time you dosed my tanks?
Hey, we dose the aquariums every time we're there,
With what?
and with the product, with either it's Fusion 1, Fusion 2, Trace Elements, Reef Plus, whatever the aquarium needs, because we test the water, and we test the water, and
So you don't
we
treat
dose-
with like calcium, alkalinity, none of that stuff?
That's what I just said. Fusion 1 is
Oh, all right,
calcium,
okay.
Fusion 2 is alkalinity, Trace Elements.
I'm
is
not
iron.
familiar with the product, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. There's so many products. I mean, there's thousands of products, but I mean, what do you think is a fair, profit margin for me to make on?
Well, my father was a
5%
plumber.
times-
My father
Sure.
was a plumber, and every bill that we got in, we would take the price of the item, we'd charge 10% profit and 10% overhead. That was a 20% upcharge on every item. So
There's
I
no way in my business that could work. This
well, it worked for a plumber, and we got $5 million in my bank account, so.
Yeah, and I don't have 5 million. I barely got. 5
Well, I don't have 5
million.
million either, the trust has 5 million and they dole it out to me. But,
Sure, and so.
but my
so-
father knew what he was doing, and he was only making 20% profit, and he was a millionaire. So, you know,
Right, they're totally different businesses. That's why there's not too many people do what the fish company does. There's really none. I mean, you've been through a few of them.
I have, you're
Actually, I think
right.
you've been through everybody. I don't know if there's anyone else out there.
There is,
Okay. So let me just get this straight. So here we go. So we're going to remove, we replaced the other top off last time. We're going to remove, let me see here.
Well, the ACO you charged me for, it was $100 and some odd dollars. I couldn't find a comparison because I didn't know which brand you used, so there was no way for me to look at what you were charging me versus what it should cost. I'm assuming since you vary between 60 and 73%, that's pretty much what you made on that also.
And Amy, hold on one second. We sold you two 40-pound boxes for $410.
Right.
If you take 410 divided by 80,
Right.
that's $5.12. That's $5.12. Because we sold you.
But you
two
didn't
40-pound
bring me
boxes.
80 pounds. You brought me 40 pounds.
No, each box has 40 pounds.
Right, but you told me I needed 40 pounds for the entire tank. Why did you bring me double?
No, for the large tank, you need at least 80, if not more. That's why we brought you one box is for
Either way, I'm not going to be using the rock, so you're going to have to take that charge off.
That's
I'm
fine.
I'm
taking
giving the
that-
rock to John. He said he has room in the truck to take it with him.
Right, but I just want you to show you right there. I gave you I'm not making any money off of that. Like literally nothing.
Yeah, that's one
very-
item. That's one item in a year.
No, Amy, that's not true. We were even
Look,
taking care of
I don't
the
want to
first
go.
one.
I don't want to have to go back through all your bills, so I only went through the two I haven't paid. So if I went back, I'm sure I'd find more items, but you know.
I'm taking this. I'm deeply. You have no idea my character. I have never stolen anything from anyone. I am not a thief in any way. I'm not.
But that's the impression you leave.
No, not Amy. That is.
If
you're
you
the
look
first
at
person in
your
my life to ever say me that.
if
To
you
say
got
that
a
to
bill
me.
from your mechanic, you wouldn't check the bill and make sure you weren't charged for anything.
I
If you
do
got
check the bill, but
there
I do
you
check
go.
the
That I
bill.
checked your
But
bill.
Amy, I don't go to the cheapest, absolute cheapest place there is and say, hey.
I didn't
know,
say you
charge-
did. I never
But
said
you
that.
said-
I'm saying you're upcharged regardless, like ICAX. That's a product that's not.
Again, it's not my upcharge. It is what the company tells me to sell it for.
Well,
I
what-
get in trouble if I sell it any cheaper because that's an MSRP.
And I understand that.
So what?
But if I could get it for $15, why would I pay you $25?
Right. So get it for 15. That's what
I
I'm saying.
did. I bought it from Amazon.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not Amazon.
Well,
you
this
know?
is informative to you too, because now you know you could get it cheaper at Amazon. You don't have to pay this guy $25 for it.
I mean, it's not. It's a whole company. It's the. Either way, okay. So let's
Yeah,
see
because
here.
then why do they let Amazon charge 15 if they have to charge a certain amount?
They probably own the company.
Amazon?
So how much did you say it costs?
$15. Well, it costs 13 or 19 or 16 on Amazon, depending
Okay,
on the vendor.
And that's I believe that's 1,000 or 750 milliliters size.
Same size bottle, yeah.
Same size. Okay, let me see.
I paid 13 for the one I bought because, of course, I was going to go to the cheapest. You know, because it was the same ML, it was the same product. I made sure that the picture of all the little fishies was the same and all that. So I made sure when I bought it, it was exactly what you had purchased.
Okay, so let me see here.
But like,
Okay,
how you could look at the bottle and see methylene blue when it says malachite
and you
green.
said the heater was $30.
The heater was, I gave you 34 because there was a range between 30.
34.
There was a range that popped up, so I picked the middle of the road, the kind of the average. I didn't want to lowball you on it, and I didn't want to pick the highest price.
But I've also never had a plumber come to my house and set my own prices also, you know.
I'm not setting my own prices, I'm just asking you what your upcharge is.
Again,
Did I
can I
accuse you of anything, or did I ask you what your upcharge was?
Right, but you're asking me that you want me to change the price down to $34? Is that what you're asking?
I'm not arguing with you on changing your prices. What I'm arguing with you on is I'm not paying for rock I'm not taking, and I'm not paying for 20 crabs I didn't get.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna
Now, I will pay the extra for the heater, because that's the last time I'm ever going to get ripped off.
It's fine. I'm gonna charge you $34 if you found a match pricing. That's something we can do. So I matched it.
Okay.
That's
The
fair.
ICX, if you want to charge me 25, because that's what you said you paid for it. I don't understand how it's dictated by the company you charge 25 when Amazon will sell it for as low as 13.
Yeah, welcome to the fish business.
Well, that to me sounds like you have a crooked vendor you need to get rid of.
Well, it's like saying that to Walmart, you know. You're really the only one in the area besides going to California.
I get it. I get it.
Okay, I'm just changing it.
Hey. So now, John told me he had a problem with his truck and he doesn't have enough water to do all my water changes. So I asked him to do the one for the big tank, and that's, so, just so you know, he's done the big,
No. I said I don't have enough to fill your ATOs.
oh, for the ATOs, sorry, I misunderstood. That was my mistake. But then you can't change the water on the tanks if you don't have enough for ATOs.
Yes, I can.
How?
Because that uses salt water.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, yeah, alright, so that was my screw up. That's where I misunderstood what you were saying. Wouldn't be the first time I've misunderstood somebody.
Okay, Amy, so now with today's service, there's going to be 3 current services. One on 12/16, which let me go review it. On that service, it has the service, then it has $34 for the heater, $15 for Pick X,
Okay,
and 10 hermit crabs at $1.29.
okay,
So that's 12. So that total is okay. So then we have the next one, which is January 15th, which I took off the rock, so it's just the service.
okay,
And then today is just the service.
okay.
So I'm gonna resend them all.
And then I'll be able to pay those because there's no option to change the amount I'm paying on your portal. So I wasn't going to pay them and then ask you for the money back. I figured let me just speak to you about it and then I'll pay them.
No problem. So is there anything else? Is there anything I could do? If me personally service your tank? Because I don't want to lose you as a client. Honestly, I really like you. I really like your tanks, and I feel like, honestly, I feel like if I had full control of the tanks, they would look like the rest of the other 95 of my clients.
All right,
Tanks
can I be
would-
perfectly honest? John does
Sure.
a better job than you do. So no, I would rather have him here than you, but he's also following what you instruct. Why is nobody cleaning my sand? Why is nobody cleaning my skimmer? Why do sometimes you guys forget to leave my auto top-ups filled off? You know, there's no way you could get back in my good graces because you've got me to the point where I've put in my own RODI system because I really, really don't want to deal with you anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll finish up today, and if you need anything else, Amy, we'll
I
be here.
appreciate that, and I wish you the best, but my tanks have never looked so bad, and I can't, I'm not getting pleasure out of them anymore. They're just a nuisance to me. But I've had somebody come and treat the Aptasia with the F-Aptasia, and my tanks are looking much, much better. There's no reason to replace all the rock. So I find you're a little dishonest with me. I understand you don't have an hour and a half to spend here killing off Aptasia, but changing the rock is not the only way because I've just proven it. John can tell you all about what my tank looked like. So, I find you dishonest, and I don't want to deal with dishonest people. I hate a thief and I hate a liar, and so far you've kind of been a little bit of both. And I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not.
Sure.
But you have to see it from my point of view. I'm trying to think of it from your
Sure.
point of view. But
you don't
you're
see
also
it from
billing me for things that, like, you billed me for the rock and it's not even installed yet. Why would you do that?
I asked you.
You
I
said,
said,
can I leave it
can I-
here? That I should be
Yeah.
charging you for storage fees, not you charging me because you left the rock here. It's not in my tank, so it's not installed. Why would you bill me for something that hasn't been installed?
Because you had requested, it's fine, you're right. You had
I didn't
requested
request the rock. First of all, I told you we were only going to do the big tank. The following maintenance, John came here with rock to change my 45 when I specifically told you no changing my 45s till after the big tank. I didn't have the money. That's exactly what I told you. And then you sent him here with rock to change my 45. So how can I trust you? If I can't trust you, why would I have you in my house?
Well, Amy, I don't know what to tell you because I have been totally honest with you. I'm not a thief. I have never been a thief. I'm honest to you and all my clients. I will stand on that, on my integrity.
In my
I really
shoes, that's how it
apologize.
comes
I really-
across.
And I apologize that you saw that. I apologize that you've seen that. That is not who we are. That's not who I am. That's not how I want my company to be.
Well,
and again,
maybe
if
take
you
this
need
as a lesson, because other people
I
are
don't
going
know what lesson to learn because I've never robbed you, so I don't know.
You didn't take good care of my tanks either. Why am I paying you? I can destroy my tanks on my own for free. So why am I paying you $900 a month to make my tanks look worse?
I would say, to my defense, I'd say it's because you're not following exactly what we're supposed to be doing. There's a lot of things that you're doing.
No,
against
because
our-
that has
Yeah.
nothing. I didn't cause the Aptasia. The Aptasia got worse because you never took care of it. Because you thought you'd sell me the rock instead.
No, you think Amy, I was making no money on the rock. But who cares if I sell you the rock? I wasn't going to charge
I
you
don't
to
know.
install
That's
the
how
rock.
it comes across.
I know,
Because
but this is the
without
truth.
changing one rock in there, my Aptasia's gone. Without
Well,
changing
Amy,
one
again-
rock.
Again, Amy, if you need anything, emergencies,
And I appreciate that.
Fish or anything,
And I
give us a
appreciate
call.
that. I will.
I sent you the 3 invoices, and we'll close the account.
I thank you very much. As a person, I thought you were okay. You're a great guy. But as a business person and having to pay you, I just can't see why I'm going to continue with that.
Okay.
All right? And, the reason I invited you here during the hurricane was because I care about you. So, you know, I wouldn't offer to keep you and your family safe if I didn't give a damn. But I also have to worry about myself. Because
Absolutely.
in my life, I have to come first, not everybody else like I've always done. So, that, you know, it's a new year, changes have to be made, you know. So, unfortunately, you know, you're a casualty of these changes. But if you took better care of my tanks, you'd be gold for the rest of your life, because I'd keep you here for the rest of your life. But I could just see that my tanks have gone from really beautiful to I don't even want them anymore. They're just a nuisance. So that right there tells me this isn't working. So I wish you all the best. I'm going to hand the phone back to John, and he can hang up, or because I don't know his phone, and I don't want to leave my prints all over it. But thank you for fixing those invoices. I appreciate it. I'll get those paid as soon as possible, and we'll just take it from there. But you know, have a good life.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Raphael.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.